The sound hits you first, before you even see it, before your eyes lock onto the road. There's that sharp rising scream that only a naturally aspirated Ferrari V12 can make. And when the 2026 Ferrari 812 GTS comes into view, it doesn't just arrive. It dominates the space like it owns the air around it. You're looking at one of the last pure open-top front-engine V12 experiences in modern performance driving. The 2026 model continues the legacy of the Ferrari 812 series, refined even further, sharper in its intent, more aerodynamic, and still brutally emotional in the way only Ferrari can deliver. The long sculpted bonnet stretches forward like a runway, hiding that massive 6.5-litre V12 engine under it, and the proportions are classic Ferrari Grand Tourer, but with modern aggression carved into every surface dot. This is not a quiet luxury cruiser pretending to be a sports car. This is a full-blooded performance machine from Ferrari. And the 812 GTS remains one of the most extreme front-engine convertibles ever made. As you walk closer, the exterior details start to make sense. The front fascia is sharp and functional, with massive air intakes designed to cool that naturally aspirated engine under heavy load. The headlights are slim and aggressive, almost like they're narrowing their eyes at the road ahead. Every line on the body serves a purpose. Air flows over, under, and through the car in a carefully controlled dance, designed to keep it stable even at extreme speeds. The retractable hardtop is one of the most fascinating parts of the 812 GTS. In just about 14 seconds, the roof disappears, transforming this coupe-like supercar into a full open-air experience. And even with the roof mechanism integrated, Ferrari has managed to preserve the stunning silhouette of the car. From the side profile, it still looks long, low, and muscular, with rear haunches that feel almost like a racing prototype adapted for the road. Around the back, things get even more dramatic. The quad circular taillights glow like heat signatures, a signature Ferrari design language that connects past and present. The rear diffuser is aggressive, carved deeply into the lower section. And it's not just for show. At high speeds, it actively manages airflow to keep the car planted. The exhaust note comes from a centrally mounted quad exhaust setup. And when the engine opens up, it sounds like a mechanical orchestra going through emotional breakdown and rebirth at the same time. Now imagine stepping inside. The moment you open the door, you enter a cockpit that feels like it's been built around the driver, not for passengers. The cabin is wrapped in premium leather, Alcantara, carbon fiber, and aluminum. Everything feels tight, focused, and performance-driven, yet still unmistakably luxurious. The seating position is low, almost race car-like, but still comfortable enough for long-distance grand touring. The steering wheel is a centerpiece. It carries most of the car's essential controls, including drive modes, indicators, and even start-to-stop ignition. Ferrari's philosophy here is simple. Keep your hands on the wheel, and your focus on the road. Behind it sits a fully digital instrument cluster that displays everything from speed and RPM to navigation and performance telemetry. There is also a secondary passenger display, giving the co-driver a sense of involvement in the experience, even if they are just along for the ride. The 2026 model improves cabin refinement slightly over previous versions. You still get that race-inspired minimalism, but with better infotainment responsiveness, improved connectivity, and subtle enhancements in comfort materials. It doesn't try to become a luxury sedan. Instead, it refines what already exists, a focused driving environment where everything is intentional. Now let's talk about what really defines this car: performance. Under the hood sits the legendary 6.5-litre naturally aspirated V12 engine, and in the 2026 iteration, it is even more finely tuned. It produces around 800 horsepower, depending on calibration, with torque delivered in a smooth but explosive wave. There is no turbo lag, no artificial sound enhancements trying to mimic emotion. What you hear is real combustion, real mechanical energy, and real engineering purity. The acceleration is violent in the most controlled way possible. The 812 GTS can launch from 0 to 100 km/h in roughly 3 seconds. And it doesn't feel like a digital experience. It feels analog, raw, and deeply physical. As the revs climb toward the red line, the engine becomes more alive. Almost screaming, it approaches its limit. This is the kind of car that doesn't just go fast, it builds drama while doing it. The transmission is a lightning-fast dual-clutch system, shifting gears so quickly that it almost feels telepathic. In manual-like paddle mode, every shift gives you a mechanical snap, a reminder that this is still a driver-focused machine, not an autonomous comfort pod. Handling is where Ferrari has done some of its most impressive work. The steering is razor-sharp, with incredible feedback through every corner. You can feel the road surface, the grip levels, and the weight transfer in real time. The chassis is aluminum intensive, keeping weight low while maintaining stiffness. Active aerodynamics constantly adjust to driving conditions, balancing downforce and drag depending on speed and cornering load. Even though it is a front-engine V12 Grand Tourer, it behaves like a much smaller, mid-engine sports car when pushed hard. That is engineering brilliance at work. At high speeds, the car feels incredibly stable. The suspension system adapts instantly to road conditions, keeping the ride firm but not uncomfortable. It's not soft because it was never meant to be, but it is controlled, precise, and confidence-inspiring. Now, when you drive it with the roof down, everything changes again. The sound becomes immersive. The V12 doesn't just echo through the cabin, it surrounds you. Every tunnel becomes a concert hall, every acceleration becomes a performance, and every downshift feels like a controlled explosion behind your head. This is where the 812 GTS becomes something more than just a car. It becomes an experience machine. Fuel efficiency, of course, is not the focus here. This is a naturally aspirated V12 supercar. The priority is emotion, performance, and engagement. But for those wondering, it is engineered to balance power with modern emissions requirements as efficiently as possible without sacrificing character. Technology inside is subtle but effective. You get advanced driver assistance systems, traction control calibrated for performance driving, stability management systems, and multiple driving modes including comfort, sport, race, and wet conditions. Each mode changes throttle response, suspension stiffness, steering weight, and exhaust behavior. Switch it to race mode, and the car transforms. The responses sharpen, the exhaust opens up, and the entire vehicle feels like it is waiting for your next command. Now let's talk about price. The 2026 Ferrari 812 GTS sits firmly in the ultra-luxury supercar segment. Depending on customization, options, and regional taxes, pricing is expected to be in the range of several $100,000, often crossing well beyond the $500,000 mark when fully spec'd. But in the world of Ferrari, especially for V12 flagship models, buyers are not just paying for performance, they are paying for a heritage, exclusivity, and emotional engineering that few manufacturers on earth can replicate. And this is where the car becomes more than numbers. Because when you combine that naturally aspirated V12, the open-top driving experience, Ferrari's racing DNA, and the limited production exclusivity, the 812 GTS becomes something rare in today's automotive world. Most manufacturers are moving toward turbocharging and electrification. Ferrari, while also evolving, still preserves this kind of emotional combustion experience for its most passionate drivers. You don't just drive this car, you interact with it, you listen to it, you feel it responding to your inputs, like it has personality. And in real-world driving, whether you're cruising along coastal highways or pushing it through mountain roads, the 812 GTS always feels special. Even at low speeds, there's a sense that you're controlling something extraordinary. The braking system is equally impressive. Massive carbon ceramic brakes provide immense stopping power with consistent performance under extreme conditions. Whether you're decelerating from highway speeds or attacking a tight corner, the confidence it gives is unmatched. And then there's the emotional side. which is what really defines this car. Because in a world where many supercars are becoming quieter, more digital, and more isolated from the driver, the 2026 Ferrari 812 GTS feels like a reminder of what driving used to be at its highest level and what it still can be. It's not just about speed, it's about connection. The connection between driver, machine, road, and sound. It's about the feeling of pushing a V12 engine to its limit, with nothing between you and the environment except a thin layer of wind and engineering brilliance. When the sun sets and the car is parked, the long hood still looks like it's ready to move. The engine may be off, but the presence remains. It doesn't look like a machine that rests, it looks like a machine waiting. And that's the essence of the 812 GTS, a final celebration of the naturally aspirated V12 in its most dramatic form. A blend of open-air freedom and extreme performance. A machine built not just to travel distances, but to make every second of that journey unforgettable. And once you've experienced it, even from a distance, it's very hard to forget what it sounded like when it